Welcome to Unscripted, a video program brought to you by the IICRC. What are we going to talk about today? Something very interesting, and you want to watch this. We're going to get into a new global business insurance program that the IICRC is offering all of its certified firms. And if you're not a certified firm, this is a fantastic reason to become one. We're going to interview two industry professionals who know all about benefits that every organization, every company needs, and you can tap into this right now. Let's get started. So I'd like to welcome Joseph Hoffman and Leon Walker-Metz, who have an exciting program to share with everyone. As already mentioned, a partnership with the IICRC. So why don't you both introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your company and this partnership that we're going to dig into. Joe, you want to start?
Sure. Joe Hoffman, reside in Milwaukee, Wisconsin with my wife and my two young kids. Been in the industry coming up on 13 years now. Extremely passionate about working with small businesses. It's really what I love the most about this partnership. It's what I've spent the bulk of my career doing. Helping a small business grow is such a fulfilling feeling. I believe it's the backbone of the country, and if we can make an impact there, any small impact, that helps us sleep at night. We feel good about what we do.
I like that. And what do you think? Introduce yourself and tell us what you think as well.
Yeah, Leon Walker-Metz, been in the industry for the last 13 years. Got 3 dogs, 2 kids, and a wonderful wife, home back in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And what I really love about this partnership is helping the small businesses and bringing large company benefits down to the small mom and pop organization. It's really, really important that we can connect the dots and have everyone have great benefits.
All right. Joe, do you want to talk about your dogs and cats?
No dogs and cats at the moment.
Okay.
I got a 7-year-old is begging for 2 or 3. So
I would imagine.
We're pushing that back as far as we can.
You can have one of mine, Joe, if you want.
Okay, here we go.
Let's talk about this partnership you have with IICRC. It's the new global business insurance program. And I want to talk about how that's different, because everyone watching this has insurance. They buy it from their State Farm or Allstate or Nationwide local agent. How's this different? And why should people really be paying attention to what this is? Who'd like to start?
Well, I'll start. Here's how it's different. And first of all, I will say we have nothing but respect for any existing relationships. We're not here to tread on anything like that. Everybody's got typically a close relationship or someone they've worked with for years. Outstanding. Here's how this is going to be different. Typically, your local agent will have limited access. Maybe they're only representing one particular insurance company. We're brokers, we represent everybody. That's not that uncommon either. What is uncommon is that we're able to work with insurance companies on a global basis, the biggest ones in the world, who are willing to look at all IICRC certified firms as a whole. That's the biggest difference. Rather than being one smallish or even mid-sized business, you're now looked at collectively. That's economies of scale. That's strength in numbers. That's a big differentiator. Maybe there's other people doing it too. We haven't found anybody else right now. We feel like we're kind of innovative from that perspective. But honestly, that's where we can not only potentially reduce your costs a little bit, but even improve your benefits. And like Leon said before, bringing big company benefits to a small business, it's our bread and butter.
That's important.
It's important to have that big global power. And the IRCRC allows for these small businesses to have these big company benefits. So working with them really is going to do a difference for you and your business.
Can I add one more difference?
You can.
We are the oversight of the board of directors of the IICRC. I can't overstate enough. We answer directly to them. They can squish us like a bug whenever they feel like it.
Don't tell them that.
But honestly, that's something that you may not have with local representation either. That might just be a sole proprietor that doesn't have a boss. That's okay as well, too. We don't really look at having bosses. It's more like a partnership. But honestly, everything we do is fully vetted by the board of directors of the IICRC.
And not only that, they practice what they preach. We definitely have a few of the board members who are clients of ours. So they really are practicing what they're preaching, and it does work for them as well, too.
Okay. Now, you touched on this a bit, but anything else that's exciting to you about this? By the way, when did you start this?
So we've been in the industry, like we said, 12, 13 years. Our brand at the Helios Group, year and a half, we're coming up on 2 years old. So the brand itself is relatively young.
Okay.
The concept, been around for a while. I feel like we've been crafting it our whole careers.
Sure. What's the most exciting part to you?
Honestly, for me, I'm super passionate about this industry, and we're allowed to think inside the box, outside the box, and bring an array of benefits. So like, we have a program right now, and it's only going to grow, and it's only getting better, and it's allowing us with our creative freedom to bring additional benefits that are not even thought of for an organization like this. That's what gets me really, really excited.
I like it.
I think what gets me most excited, a lot of the small business owners that reach out to us, they're hesitant in a way, and a lot of them are kind of tiptoeing into, they've already got business insurance, you have to by law, but like the benefits side of things, they've got a revolving door of turnover behind the scenes, and that's struggling. If you have 5 employees and you lose one, you just lost 20% of your workforce. Who's filling the gap? Usually the business owner. He or she is now in the field. That has an impact on the growth of the business. Things are stagnant at that point. You're just trying to hold it together. So they reach out to us because they know they need something to kind of stop the bleeding. They need some benefits, and I think that it feels complex, right? Like a lot of people are like, I don't even want to mess with this. How do I make this as easy as possible? Calling us is how to make it as easy as possible, honestly. That's what really makes me feel good, is when we can reduce that complexity. We handle everything. From not only just brokering, finding the right, anybody can quote, that's easy. But doing the education down to the employee level, involving the spouses. We do this on weekends, down employees one at a time, so they understand benefits. A lot of times for the first time in their careers, we have people finally understanding their health insurance. It's a complex world, and if we can make that simple, and a business owner tells us, like, this is easier than I thought, that makes my day.
That would be a nice thing to hear. So I'm looking at your sheet of benefits here. It's everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, workers' comp, liability, property, life, dental, and vision. What's not there?
Well, so we're working right now on bringing unique technology partners to the plate as well. Working on pet insurance and a lot of just unique.
Really?
Pet insurance. I got 3 dogs. Definitely need it.
Say that.
So we're definitely.
Well, you have 2 because he's getting one of them.
He's gonna take definitely one of the dogs, right?
Does pet insurance come with it? Is that
Maybe, I don't know. You gotta talk to your local broker. So.
I like it. Okay. So you mentioned that big companies, little companies, but is there a company that this would not work for? Like, do they have to have employees? Is there a certain number of employees they need to have?
So we're working with people as small as 1 sole proprietor up to large employers.
Okay.
Anything and everything. The most important part that we're doing is the discovery questions, how we can educate, how we can communicate with the size and scale of the business.
Yeah, we get sole proprietors coming to us for a health insurance option at times, and first word is group.
Yeah.
1 isn't a group, so to answer your question about size parameters, 2 is a group. And if you have 2 people that are currently on the exchange, let's make a group. You're going to save money. You're probably going to have a better benefit package as well too. So hopefully that answers that.
It does. When I buy insurance, I have to pay the premiums. The goal is never to use it. Now, maybe some of this you would want to use, go to your doctor with your health insurance. But talk about the claims process. Like, how easy is that with this type of a program?
Let me explain first and foremost that the most important part about what we do is that it's a promise. Insurance is a promise that we will be there for you when you need us the most. And when you need us the most is most likely in a time of claim. Yep. And so, as you know, we're at this convention. We have all our wonderful group members over there, our team members over there, and they really help us from A to Z, 1 to 3, to help you with the claim process. We're going to help educate you on how to file it, and we're going to also walk you through step by step how to file it and then how to get money.
I would answer that as saying, the health insurance, I'm with you. You hope to never have to use it. Any of the property and casualty stuff, the general liability, it means something bad happened, right? That was a bad day.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of those things in the middle, we mentioned short-term disability, dental, vision. Those are kind of regular things that are great to have a policy for. Short-term disability for females, that's their maternity leave. That's not a bad thing. That's a celebratory event, actually. Right. So, but I'm with you. Like, insurance typically has that connotation of like, it was a bad day. A lot of times it is. Sometimes it's just day in, day out stuff. It's good to have a way to kind of offset those costs so it's not all coming out of your pocket and putting you in a jam financially.
Okay. What are some of the common questions you get? We've had a few questions here, but does anything stand out you hear from those who might be looking at the program?
I hear a lot, and it's more or less like the common issues we're seeing for these firms is like they need help with attracting and retaining employees. And could this program help them attract and retain employees? And we say the answer is yes. offering big company benefits down to your employees makes you a more stickier employer. And that's very important, that we want to help all these firms attract and retain employees, because your workforce is how you grow. Keeping those great employees so they're not going to the next person who has better benefits. And that's the one thing I hear all the time is, can this help me attract and retain employees? And of course it can.
Okay.
I would say two super common questions typically revolve around timing. A lot of people that will go through this and they're like, let's do it. Can we do this tomorrow? A lot of times the answer is yes. Like we have a big team all over the country. You know, we're able to react pretty quickly. So a lot of it revolves around timing. On the business insurance side of things, we get a lot of people right now who are reaching out to us after they get a quote from their broker, their policy is about to renew, they're looking at it and they don't like it. And then they call us and they're like, hey,
I don't often like my insurance quote.
right. But they're like, hey, this renews in 3 days. Can you beat this? You know, and that can be a challenge to turn that around. Like we like to only do special things. We want to improve what you have and potentially reduce costs as well too. Hard to do something special in 3 days sometimes. So I'm going to take that question and kind of formulate, switch it around a little bit. On that side of things, it's great to reach out to us a little bit earlier, so we have a little bit more time to vet out and make sure that we're offering you what's best in class. That's what we're truly passionate about, is being best in class. So that timing issue, that comes up daily, every day.
Okay. So for those watching, obviously this is an IICRC program for certified firms. So those who are not certified firms, if they want to take advantage of this, they need to take that step, become a certified firm, which is something that I think everyone should do anyway.
Absolutely.
But those that want to reach out, learn more, what do they need to do?
Again, I'm going to say it again, become a certified firm.
Yep.
And we come with the package. We are a free service to you. So that's number one, is become an IIC certified firm. And the second, you can engage with us at info@theheliosgrp.com. That starts the process.
Okay, so anyway, all that information I'll put at the bottom of the video and the video description. They can click to it. But anything to add that we've missed?
What I was saying here.
You know, Leon hit maybe the most important one there right at the end, and that is a frequently asked question, is like, ooh, sounds great. What are you guys going to cost me now? We cost you nothing. This is a perk that's included with your IICRC membership. You're never going to write out a check to the Helios Group. We're paid for by insurance companies, so all our services come with the program.
Well, gentlemen, let's see what happens.